Hi everyone, welcome to the Book Chronicles. I'm Melanie.
I'm Shannon, and today I want to do a review because I just wanted to give this author really good praise because I really enjoyed this book, and this is the first novel of hers I've read. I believe this is her debut novel as well. But I wanted to do a review on Emerge by Tobie Easton. Met this author at the SIA Festival, the last event of the SIA Festival, which was SIA After Dark at the Barnes & Noble. I'm going to get into spoilers. Mel has not read this book, but she doesn't mind being spoiled because she's going to read this anyway.
And I have a review today for our Butterfly Book Club Book of the Month, Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. And we're going to do a review of that book as well.
I'm going to get started into reviewing this book. This was a very amazing book. I went into this thinking it would be a little cheesy, and I didn't really know if I would like it or not. I really regret now not picking it up that night, the night we met her, but luckily she had autographed some books while she was there, so we still managed to pick up a copy of this and the next book, which is Submerged, which I plan on getting into soon. The main character of this book is Leah Nautilus. She is a mermaid. She is cousin to the Little Mermaid, who long ago caused a curse to be put on the mer people, strip them of their immortality, so they're forced to live as regular people on land. They still can change, but they have to be very discreet. They can't live in the ocean. There's only certain parts and a border they can't go past. This starts out with Leah. Once again, I am going to go into spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled, you may want to mute this, come back and read it, and then we'll discuss it later.
We'll put a timestamp down at the bottom too when she starts to go into spoilers. So are you about to spoil the book?
I'm about to go into spoilers, yes.
Okay, so
the whole review will...
Alright, so bye non-spoilery people.
Yeah, bye non-spoilery people. Please go pick this up and read it, and then come back and watch my review. This deals with Leah Nautilus. Once again, she is cousin to the Little Mermaid, who long ago put a curse on her people, which are called mer. They have been stripped of all their immortality. It starts out where she's in school, she's in gym class. She has this really mean coach who wants her to swim where she can't because she doesn't want to reveal her tail. She's afraid that she'll reveal herself as a mermaid. The love interest, who is Clay, comes to save the day, and he trades spots with her. She ends up getting to do something else, pretty much saves her. But Clay does not know she's a mermaid. She's still in high school. At first, she's really all about sticking with the rules of the mermaid. She starts to fall in love with Clay, likes her. So prior, they started talking and they started meeting together and talking, and she knew it's against the law for her to be with a human, so she ended up distancing herself from him. So Clay ends up with Messaline, who is a mermaid, which of course Clay doesn't know. She's very evil. She's not a very good person. I'll just say that. They have to do a project together. So her teacher assigns Leah, they have to do a project on a family tree. She gets assigned to do the project with Clay. They start talking again, and she goes to his house. So she ends up really liking Clay. They're on a boat, and she sees Messaline sirening Clay. Which, if you don't know anything about mermaids, when a mermaid sirens someone, they kind of like put that person under their control. Keep Clay under her control, Messaline sirens him. She notices he is acting different. He'll really be into her, but then whenever Messaline comes around, she notices he changes. So she ends up discovering that Messaline is sirening him, which of course is a big no-no. It's against the law of the mer to siren a human. In order to protect him, she has to siren him. So she pretty much she starts taking all these risks, starts sirening Clay, so Clay will stay away from methylene. Leah pretty much knows methylene is up to no good. She starts researching and she starts trying to figure out why there's another reason, the alternative, ulterior motive that she's sirening Clay. So what she ends up doing is to keep sirening him, although she doesn't want to. She feels really bad about having to do it, but she knows that it's for his protection. One day she goes to Methyline's house and says, I have evidence because Methyline ends up poisoning Clay. The reason why he ends up getting poisoned is because Clay is already sirened by Leah. The potion counteracts. Clay almost died. She gets her friend Caspian, his grandmother, to help Clay cure him. So when she feels like she has enough evidence against Methyline, she goes to her house and says, either you leave Clay alone or I'm going to turn you in. Leah's parents work for the foundation. When one day she goes to his house and she notices he's not there and she sees all these symbols, so she has to go into the ocean and try to find him. Basically what has happened, after she goes to Methyline's house, Leah thinks it's safe to stop sirening Clay. They still have this bond. So she ends up finding him in the ocean. Apparently, Methyline and her father have kidnapped Clay, and they're using him to break the curse. They want everything to be back the way it was, and they want to be immortal again. And they have the supposed dagger that caused the infamous curse from the Little Mermaid. She ends up going past the border in the ocean, finds Clay, she ends up rescuing him. They end up protecting each other. She chooses Clay, and Clay chooses her. Methyline comes after Leah with the dagger, and Clay gets in front, and Clay ends up getting stabbed with the black dagger. And once they get away, it causes kind of like this earthquake. So she gets Clay to the surface because he's under this potion to where he can be underwater, but it should only last 2 hours. Little does she know Caspian is above the surface. They end up rescuing Clay and helping Clay, but Clay ends up getting mad at her for a while because he felt like she's lied to. She had to reveal who she was to Clay. Ultimately, and I don't mean to be rambling, I hope this is making sense. What happens is their love for each other actually is what ends up breaking the curse, which is just magnificent. I absolutely adored this book. I am so ready to read Submerge. I tweeted Tobie Easton on Twitter, and I told her that I had finished this. She was really excited, and she's in the middle of writing the 3rd book, Immerse. I'm really excited to get into the next book, which is Submerge. It's a beautiful tale. I recommend you guys, anybody who, if you've not read this, please pick it up. Please support this author because the writing style is awesome. Even the quality of the book, I loved. I loved everything about this. I gave this a 5-star. I'm going to let Melanie get into her review of Turtles All the Way Down. I've already reviewed that book, so if you want to hear my thoughts on it, you can check it out.
So we read for the Butterfly Book Club Book of the Month, Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. It's about this girl who suffers from OCD. Her name Asa, deals with as far as her illness, worrying about kissing a guy, all this. So she's afraid she'll get a condition called C. diff. I won't spoil the book, so this will kind of be a non-spoiler review, but there is a mystery element. Some people don't like the mystery element or feel that it's subpar. I actually didn't mind the mystery element. You have to look very carefully at what John Green is saying in the book to understand the mystery element. So if you read fast through this book or you listen to the audiobook on double speed, you may not catch everything that John Green is wanting you to catch as far as the mystery element. So just be very mindful of that. Her best friend is Daisy. Daisy deals with her illness. They both go on an adventure trying to find out what happened to this billionaire, Russell Davis Pickett. And Daisy ends up befriending his son, Davis Pickett, or Russell Davis Pickett Jr. But I do like one of the quotes that was in the book, and it says, in 3 words I can sum up everything I've learned about life: it goes on. This is beautifully written. It also helped me understand OCD, the struggles that people that do have obsessive compulsive disorder go through. So I really appreciated being brought into a world by an Own Voices author to understand this illness. So we want to take the time to thank you for coming to this video.
I just also wanted to let you know too what I'm currently reading. Just started this today. I wanted to get it read by because it's an ARC I received, and I did manage to find out how I managed to obtain this ARC. Because I had forgotten that I had entered some Goodreads giveaways. I actually won a giveaway, and that's how I ended up getting this. It's an ARC of Lies You've Never Told Me. It comes out May. I'm already on chapter 4, and it's really good so far. So look for a more in-depth review on that. I have been given this in exchange for an honest review.
And all these reviews are honest reviews because even though we like Tobie Easton as an author, if we didn't enjoy her work, we unfortunately would have to let you know.
And please support this author because I was very surprised by this book. The quality of the writing, it just was great. I mean, I was totally immersed in this book.
I will give you my thoughts and feels on the book as well as the audiobook because I have the audiobook.
Yeah, she's going to be reading it next, and then while she's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and get into the second book. Kind of made a deal with myself to finish what I've got, like 6 or 7 books started, and I need to finish all those, and then I'm going to strictly be one book at a time because I got so much going on. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below. I'm Shannon.
I'm Melanie.
And thanks for watching our video.
We wish you
Peace, love, books, and coffee.
and many blessings.
Bye.